welcome back to another episode of
My Waifu
and me. And on today's episode, we ordered a lot of manga from RightStufAnime again, and that's because they always have spectacular prices. Even when it's not a deal week at Right Stuff, their prices are already really pretty marked down compared to being in stores. So even with our 10% discount at Barnes & Noble, you're still getting a slightly better price off Right Stuff sometimes if, this is a big if you save on shipping and order $75 worth of stuff. So anytime between the two of us, if we feel like we have $75 worth of stuff in our cart, then we will go ahead and just place a Right Stuff order instead. And that's what today is. This is a random mid-month Right Stuff haul because this was just some manga we wanted to pick up and our cart hit 75. So we were like, let's just do it. Let's just grab it. So we're going to do this one separately here as this sort of just Right Stuff pickup haul instead of saving it for the end of the month. I mean, here you go. Here's the big old box. You can see we've got quite a few manga volumes in here. So we're going to show you guys what we got inside. Let me go ahead and start getting this open if Waifu wants to tell them a little bit about what we got today.
I don't want to spoil it just yet.
Okay.
I did complete one series. I'll say that. I think the rest of it is just stuff we needed to pick up to continue other things that we've been purchasing lately.
Right.
So...
Okay, so I want to show you all. So if you haven't seen it already, and I show this on any video where we do Right Stuff, I think that Right Stuff has just a very cool way to package manga when you order it in a big load like this. Oh, that's our... I dropped it all over myself. Oh my god. I wasn't thinking. I'm picking it up. Oh, no. I only dropped one volume. But here we go.
Everything else is falling.
No, they can't see. Okay, so this is still, you guys, we've got some manga to show you. So I'm not going to show you how they pack it because now it would just be a big spoiler if you were to see it because I dropped all the volumes. Well, the volumes almost all fell all over me. But that's okay. We're going to make, there's some good stuff in here, yo. Okay. So, Waifu, do you want to start with the big one? Or like the one you ordered a lot of? Or do you want to start with the small ones?
I'll start with the one I ordered all of it.
Okay, so we're going to start with the one she ordered a lot of volumes of. So let's show you guys the first series that Waifu picked up for this Right Stuff haul.
Yep, so that would be Tokyo Tarareba Girls. So I already picked up volume 1 at Kinokuniya, sometime last month. And I finally got around to reading it, and I was like, I love it so much. And then also, Right Stuff ran out of the Princess Jellyfish Box Sets, which is what I was going to buy. But hey, it's the same author, so I just decided to do this series instead. Princess Jellyfish Box Set, though, I'm looking for you, I'm hunting for you, I will find you eventually.
She's gonna get it, don't worry.
But still, so this series is 9 volumes in total. And I really love the covers on these. They all have that kind of spiral looking at different colors. Makes me think of that gum. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like the zebra gum, or do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, zebra gum. Yeah, I remember that. I think that's what it's called.
Is it called zebra gum?
I think it's called zebra gum.
I can't remember, but...
For some reason, that's what I'm thinking it's called.
I used to, or my mom, I guess, used to get it for me all the time. So for some reason, the covers on these just make it very nostalgic.
They remind you of that gum?
Yeah, they remind me of the gum because that's what the packaging kind of looked like. So, but yeah, 9 volumes in total. A really interesting story about some ladies in their 30s trying to, I guess, find partners, find love before the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which at the time, obviously, the author did not know that the 2020 Tokyo Olympics would be postponed for a year, which I thought was kind of funny. But just as always, this mangaka, Akiko Higashimura, she just has such a really great sense of humor. Her art is really great as well. So I'm excited to keep reading this. So
the first thing that I picked up in this haul is actually pretty straightforward, and that is one of my favorite mangas of all time, Shaman King. I grabbed the new 3-in-1 volume from Kodansha, and the reason I grabbed it on Right Stuff instead of just picking it up in store is honestly because they just sell them at $5 off, which if you're putting it in an order with free shipping, $5 off, you just can't beat that. Like, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, Kino, everywhere else is going to be selling it for the full $19.99, but Right Stuf always has them at $14.99. So I just felt like, okay, she's already placing an order and she's a little under the free shipping. Let's throw Shaman King, the new omnibus, in because I'm going to put it on my shelf anyway. And like you might know if you've watched our channel, I've already read all of Shaman King. I'm mainly just collecting these for my shelf. I really love the series, and I just really wanted to have the full series in its complete printed format because I don't have all the single volumes. They get a little pricey after about the 20s. And so I only have like 1 through 17 of the singles. So I had to read it all online via Amazon Prime, and that's how I was able to read it. But yeah, so I've been grabbing these just to finally have it all in physical print, and they're pretty sweet. I mean, yeah, they're a little bricky, so like they're pretty freaking thick.
Not the
and
best
not that, but this
reading
one has a little bit of like a
experience.
weird printing error. It's got like a white mark at the top of my
Oh, what the heck?
at the top of my spine there. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I might try to do some stuff, see if I can get that out. It's weird. It's like not a rip. It's like not a tear. It's like a printing error or something. So it's just like a white mark. So that's pretty odd. But that's fine. Shaman King 10, 11, 12, or it's Omnibus number 4. So I'm excited. There's still a lot more of these to come. There's like 35 volumes total, I believe, in the complete edition of Shaman King. So there's going to be quite a few of these 3-in-1s before we get anywhere near the end. But I do think they will, at the speed they're doing it, probably wrapping this up maybe even sometime as early as like late next year, early 2023. So that's really exciting. Shaman King volumes 10, 11, 12. All right, Waifu. This one I'm excited for too.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I have been seeing Yowamushi Pedal Volume 2, or Omnibus 2. I think they're 2-in-1s.
They're 2-in-1s, yeah.
I've been seeing that around a lot, and I've been wondering, okay, where can I find Volume 1? And then lo and behold, I go on Right Stuf, and they do have one. And HVL Manga, she kind of put me on this series a little bit. She talks about it a lot in a lot of her content.
Yeah.
And I had always kind of wanted to watch the anime, but I have enjoyed reading manga more so than watching anime lately. So I really wanted to at least pick this up and give it a try. And I am super excited to read it. I'm not much of a sports manga person, but I do like sports manga anime like Haikyuu, and I've read a little bit of Blue Lock, and I think cycling is a really interesting thing to write about. I think it's very unique in that sense, because we've gotten, soccer, volleyball, lots of very traditional stuff, but you don't really hear people talking about cycling that much, except for the Tour de France.
Right.
And that's pretty much maybe like the most mainstream cycling event that we see in the world. But yeah, definitely excited to try this out. I think the art looks really cool also.
Mm-hmm. And I got to give a huge shout out to Suki Notes on YouTube, because her channel is practically just a giant Yowamushi Pedal advertisement is what it feels like. So every time I watch one of her videos, all I can think is, man, I need to read that. I should just read it. I should read it, blah, blah, blah. And I actually, what's weird is when the anime first came out, I watched a couple episodes, maybe 2 or 3, and I never got back to it. So I'm excited to actually try the manga instead. And like I said, Suki, I literally, every time I watch one of her videos, I'm like, God dang it, I should just buy it. And so when Waifu told me she was throwing it into this order, I was like, all right, that's a lock, boys. Let's just read Yowamushi Pedal. Okay. Last thing that we picked up in this little Right Stuf haul is a couple volumes of the classic Yu Yu Hakusho. So we've got volumes 9, volume 13, volume 15 of Yu Yu Hakusho. And if you watched our last haul video, I picked up a couple volumes there as well. And I'm slowly trying to piece the set together. I don't believe that it's technically out of print. So I believe the series is just technically out of stock at a lot of places, and there's really only a couple volumes that seem to be a little more difficult to find, so I'm kind of getting down to the wire on those volumes that are a little tougher to pick up at this point. So I do love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's one of my favorite childhood anime, and I've never actually owned or read the manga version of it, right? I've seen the anime through at least twice now, I'm a big fan of the series, so it's kind of weird that I've never had this one in my collection, and I just had to finally kind of pull the trigger this month. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start grabbing a couple of them. And I have a few of them still missing, so there are still going to be probably some in the upcoming hauls as well. But I'm happy to start slowly piecing this guy together. It's only, I think, 19 volumes total, so hopefully I'm able to get it all and finish up the set soon. Because, again, just one of my favorite series, and if you've never seen it, just one of the greatest shonens of all time. Low-key. Just, in my opinion, one of the greatest shonens of all time. So that is the last manga that we had in this Right Stuf haul. So So there it is. That's the whole thing.
That was it. And by the way, too, I think these were the only 3 in stock on Right Stuff. That might have changed because it's been about 2 weeks from the filming of this video.
Right.
But if you are looking for these volumes, hopefully they're still on there. And just to mention, too, if you didn't know, this is the same author as Hunter x Hunter.
Yes, correct.
I know a lot of people
I didn't even think about that.
get into Hunter x Hunter and they don't know much about anime yet, and so if you like Hunter x Hunter, I think you'd really like Yu Yu Hakusho too.
Yes, yeah, feel free. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't know Yu Yu, this is the series, the creators, one of the earlier series before Hunter, so definitely worth a try if you've tried or loved Hunter x Hunter. Give Yu Yu Hakusho a shot. And like Waifu said, actually what's crazy is when I first opened Right Stuff, there were 7 volumes in stock and I had put them in my cart, and then I was like waiting for some other stuff that Waifu wanted to get, and then by the time that we went to order, only 3 of the 7 were still left in stock. And then so these volumes I guess are just reprinted and sell out very quickly around a lot of websites from what I can tell, but they are restocking a couple volumes even at Barnes & Noble. So if that's something you're interested in, get out there, get your set complete now or start putting it together. But yes, there are a couple volumes that are kind of tough to find, so good luck, okay? Alright everyone, that has been another episode of My Waifu and Me. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this Right Stuff manga haul, and we are so grateful for you for joining us and being a part of this My Waifu and Me YouTube channel. It has been an absolute joy for us to be collecting manga with all of you and sharing our love for manga with everyone. So you guys know the drill. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all that, because it helps this channel to grow within the YouTube system, and it helps it to push it out to more people that might be enjoying or loving manga as much as all of us are. So that's awesome. That's great. I hope you guys share the content. I hope you guys put it out there, and I hope you guys are enjoying getting to spend some time with us and be a part of our relationship.
Maybe that's a little, I don't know.
Yeah! Alright, so you guys know what I say, or what I've been trying to say every time, and that's keep loving manga, keep collecting manga, keep reading manga. This has been My Waifu and Me, and we're saying peace!